Welcome back to an episode of Before You Buy. I'm your lovely host, Leo. um, Actually, all dumb jokes aside, I'm really glad that you guys came back to this channel because it's quite a tiny channel still at this point. We're going on 34 strong, so I really appreciate the few of you who have decided to stick around. I really hope to supply you guys with more awesome content and stuff that you guys would be willing to check out. And yeah, so again, thank you guys for the few of you who have decided to stick around and subscribe to this channel. And you know, enough blowing smoke up your skirts, so let's get into it, shall we? So today we're going to review a quick product that I've actually just recently acquired. It's been a nice piece of gear, it's been a piece of gear that I've been wanting to get up my hands on, a little paws on for the last, I want to say at least a few to a couple of months. But it's a piece of gear that I was really just hesitant on pulling the trigger on because there's just tons of them out there. And the piece of gear that I'm referring to is none other than the Cloak mag carrier from Alien Gear Holsters. And here it is. Check that bad boy out. Look at that mean little skinny fat head out. So this is supposed to be for a single stack 9mm/40 caliber magazine. And here, check that out. I've got two more that go from pew to pew pew to pew pew pew. So but that's for a whole nother story. Alright, let's not get too carried away and sidetracked here. This is what we're here to talk about. So this is honestly my first mag carrier that I've ever had. Actually, I lie. I do have another one for my Glock 19, but it's a different company, a different brand altogether. And it's quite different from this because this is quite a treat of a holster, or a mag holster, to be honest, because you can do quite a few different things with this awesome little deal. You could adjust your cants. So let's see, you have to mess with this little button up here. There you go. So if you, let's see if I can figure it out. So if you just switch this to the flat horizontal position, you're able to engage this little switch here, which will release the clip. And so obviously you have height adjustments here, so it's really nice if you wanted to ride lower or higher, which is very nice, a little detail there. But the holster does come with outside the waistband clip or an inside the waistband clip, and I'm leaning towards more of the outside the waistband clip right now. I'm finding that I like the ability to feel more comfortable with my while wearing the mag carrier. Honestly, I've got a little bit of a survival weight on me, extra survival weight rather, and wearing this thing outside the waistband is, I mean, super comfortable, obviously. But if you want to go inside the waistband, I actually supply you with this little doohickey here. It's just a neoprene backer, and honestly, man, I will say my hat's off to these guys, because the material, the actual quality of the backer is pretty nice. I wasn't sure if it was going to come with it upon ordering it, and I mean, it's even got a little, look at that attention to detail. Even got a little alien sucker on there. I'm not a fan of UFOs, but you know, to each their own. I like it. It's a very solid feeling. Stitching is good. Here, let's see if we can stop focusing on my face there. Maybe? Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but the stitching is on point, guys. Well, and this just kind of helps retain the actual holster when you're wearing it inside the waistband. So the retention on this thing is really nice. This backer really, and obviously this is going to feel so nice, and it does feel really nice up against your skin. So really well thought out. Good job, Alien Gear. So to release it, I mean, you just kind of no-brainer. Just pry it, slightly pry it, and that's basically it. You can go from inside the waistband, which I found myself doing that sometimes depending on my sitting situation or standing situation. I'll just pop this sucker right off, put it in my little fanny pack. Yeah, I'm rocking a fanny pack nowadays. Some people are rocking their backpacks up here. I forget what you call those little bags, those man bags that people are wearing across their chest. I'm just going old school, man. I was born in '87, and you know, I rocked a fanny pack back in the day, so I'm just doing me, man. You do you. So, anyways, I digress. You can pop this off, go from inside the waistband to outside the waistband in a matter of seconds. Of course, let's say we were rocking it going this way, right? So pop it off. We can, and this honestly, this little device, this little switch here is awesome, because if you switch it to the upward position, it locks this into place, which is it'll lock this into place, which is very, very smart. Kudos to the guys over at Alien Gear. Very, very good design. If it wasn't for that, there would be that major design flaw with this holster, but since they thought it through, which again, hats off to them for that, that really helps to maintain your to maintain that switch in a secure position. Because if it wasn't for that, before I figured out that that's what that button was for, I was constantly adjusting my holster. And as I was doing that, you just have to click this in, and this thing was just flying off. So big no-no, big no-no. Once I figured out what this actually was for, I was able to carry this a lot more confidently. So read your manual, folks. Or maybe it's just advice for me because I'm not mechanically inclined, but that's neither here or there. Anyways, and so another highlight or feature is if you can just pull this back. Let's see if I can do it on camera. It has a hidden Allen wrench, Allen key there. And that thing is so cool because that is what you'll need. Let's see if I can pop it off. Beautiful. So maybe not. Okay, well, you guys know what an Allen wrench looks like. You release that, and then you come to the front of the holster, or the carrier rather, and then you just adjust these tiny little screws. There you go. Two on top. Camera won't stop focusing. There you go. So you would just adjust here, and get your desired retention. And honestly, let me put this back before I forget. So, and it's really cool how they design this thing. So you just pull this back and put it back in its little compartment. It clicks, secure click, and voila, you have desired retention. And dude, honestly, this feels a lot more secure than some of my gun holsters that I've had in the past. So I know that's no bueno, but this is just honestly, it went above and beyond my expectations, to be honest. I'm not trying to just talk highly of this company. I have no horses in the race, so in the game, so there's no reason for me to be talking positively about it. I've just noticed that my personal experience, has been a pretty positive experience when it's come to this holster. So, what are the other things that I really enjoy about this holster? Well, like I mentioned before, the ability to cant. Oh, you can with this holster. You can. So this bad boy, man, you can adjust it to, this cant, which, depends on how you're rocking your gear, your belt. I mean, maybe, right? Maybe not. This. I mean, just, you've got all angles to work with, so depending on how you want to rock your gear, this thing, I mean, it'll work with you. So that's huge. I mean, honestly, man, when I figured out that, like, so, the mag holsters or carriers that I've seen in the past have either been outside the waistband or inside the waistband. And so, you're either buying one or the other. And so for this thing to be such a shapeshifter, if you will, actually I think they have a product, a gun holster, that's called a shapeshifter. So, clever. So this thing is also a shapeshifter, and the cant is, obviously depending on how you want to rock things, or depending on your attire for the day, you might want to, adjust it accordingly. But one of the things that I really like doing with this mag carrier, this mag holster rather, is, so let's say I'm sitting down and I want this thing just to lay like this. So let's say my belt is here, right? And, why not? Why don't I just get my belt off and just show you guys? Or you know what? Let's just do this. So sometimes I like to rock it like this, right? And then let's say I'm like, you know what? Here, let me just show you guys as far as printing goes. It doesn't really print, and I always try to dress baggy anyways. So there's not a whole lot of printing with it, so that's what's awesome about it. But let's say I'm sitting down, I'm like, you know what? I just want to rock it in a different position. All you have to do is kind of release. You can just take it off, right? Detach it. Pull this little thing back in. Maybe I want to rock it same position, or around the same part of your belt, but just in this position to have a more, here, I try not to wear these undershirts, to be honest, because that happens. They get more layers, more things to fumble with, right? So, or, you can do the same two positions, either here on the side of your belt, here. Or, like I said, you could rock it inside the waistband here. Here, let me show you kind of what that looks like. And this this clip is maybe not as desirable for inside the waistband. It's a bit clunkier, or not clunkier, but just a bit thicker. Whereas this guy's just a bit more accommodating. So let's just do that. Let's just, okay, so secure it in, hitting this little switch here to make sure that we have a secure hold. Okay, cool. No, I don't know. Let me just rock it here. Why not? Bam. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but that thing is comfy, man. That thing is really comfortable. And so, well, obviously don't forget to adjust your, which way your mag is facing. Bam. And it's a quick release, or it's a quick takeoff, dispatch. When you're done using it, you can just slip it off, no problem. So honestly, guys, what can I say? Alien Gear really hit out of the park with this Cloak mag carrier. It's really top notch. I will say this though, to be honest, and maybe it's just me wanting everything to be too perfect. I don't know. But I just wish the quality of the clips perhaps would have been a little bit nicer. These feel like just a bit on the cheap side, to be honest. Just the clips though. The rest of the actual holster actually does feel quite quality. As you can see. The rest of it, well, besides this also feels like a little, like potentially, only time will tell, but like if it could break or snap on you, again, only time will tell. So, but the main pieces, which is actually what's retaining keeping your mag in place, that feels solid. So overall, what do I think? Or how about we ask the question, who is this mag carrier for? Well, this mag carrier, in my opinion, is for someone like yours truly who doesn't like the idea of this shape printing on their jean pocket. I notice that sometimes I realize that most people aren't looking at your jeans and trying to check out what's printing in your pocket and what have you, but I don't know. I watch a lot of active self-protection, and I noticed that when thieves run up on people, they're mugging them. First things they go for are, for one, if they're wearing like a purse or something like that, but also pockets. And so they're not gonna say they're not gonna stop you and say, hey, will you please empty out your pockets? Normally they just have the gun pointed at you and they're like patting you down. They're doing you the courtesy, right? So that's one thing that that's one thing that really bothered me, the fact that you could potentially have the issue if, I mean, God forbid, right? You're ever in that situation where maybe your situational awareness wasn't on point for whatever that day. You're poking your nose when you should have been more vigilant. Who the heck knows? We all get a little complacent sometimes, right? But in any case, I just wanted to avoid that. The having that in my pocket, because let's say somebody gets patted down, they have a mag in their pocket. Somebody sticks their hand in the pocket, pulls out a mag, pistol mag, what are they going to be thinking? Right. They're going to be thinking, well, homeboy's got something else around here. And so at that point, you're pretty much in a worse situation. So element of surprise. So that is one of the main, if not the main reason why I wanted something like this, because I can hold it or clip it around my belt, you know, and at least in the videos that I've seen, I haven't seen any thugs pat down belt lines. It's usually just pockets, quick. Let me see what you got in your coat pocket, and not let me see what you got around your way, around your belt. I could be wrong, and you know, I guess anything could happen, right? But that's just me. So, is this a pass or a fail? Shoot, I'd say if you got an extra $35 laying around, plus $10 for shipping. Alien gear. If you guys are watching this, you guys got to do something about the ridiculous shipping, man. That was, yeah, that's some BS right there. But in any case, if you got 30 bucks lying around and you're interested in a do-it-all mag carrier, honestly, man, made proudly in the U.S. By the way, guys. Or at least that's what the stamp here says. Honestly, guys, it's a no-brainer. This, I mean, I'm so satisfied with this purchase. Do not have any type of remorse, and I will be looking into more of their gear in the future. Maybe even a potential holster purchase. But in any case, that's been enough me going and rambling on about this mag carrier. I do have another video that I'm cooking up for you guys. It's on. I'm just gonna spoil it right now because you know I'm that kid that never could wait till Christmas. It's gonna be on this puppy right here, man. What do you guys think? Should I do a review on this? I know there's probably like about 25K reviews on a Holosun, but man, honestly, you know, the more angles you get when it comes to buyers, and I'm not sponsored by Holosun, I'm not sponsored by any of these guys, so the more honest reviews or non-biased reviews you get out there, I mean, come on, guys, that's a plus, especially in this market where this day and age inflation is just killing everyone, man. You want to make sure that, you know, the stuff that you're buying is well worth your money, right? You work hard for money. So maybe next episode we'll do a Holosun 507K X2 green dot review. And just spoiler alert, I've been using it for the last 3 weeks by now, and man, magnifique. Anyways, this is Leo again with Before You Buy, and thank you guys. Please like, subscribe if you guys found any useful information in this video. Please share with somebody. Just leave a comment. Nice comment. Be nice. Let's be nice. Come on, guys. Let's just be nice, guys. Like the video and all that good stuff. See you later, guys.